name is András Dobi. I am a fine art photographer. Today we are in Theater Gera to complete the Photoreographia shooting within the FUJIFILM GFX grant program. The art project called Photoreographia I created during the last few years. It's an artistic merge of photography and choreography. I place the camera on top of the stage. I light the stage in such a way that it's appealing for the camera. And I collaborate with different choreographers and I ask them to choreograph for this occasion a specific choreography. For me, that's also a good study to see.
Nice. Let's do it.
Yeah.
My name is Negro. I think that having a different approach in this project is key because as a choreographer you have to take in consideration that your choreography is not going to be seen from the front, but it's going to be seen from above and it's going to be seen as one work in one moment. And I think that's also the point, to think outside of the box. So you want to think what you want to show with the choreography through the photography. So I think it starts the interdisciplinary point of also this project.
In this project, we have room to experiment with camera speed. The camera is very precise with the timing. It gives us room to experiment with different dynamics in movement.
My name is Ciacconello. During the process, I tried two different choreographies. One that was reworking material that I had to experiment in a different way and thinking more about the space that I was creating. And the second, I was thinking what would be the approach if someone see from the top, like the camera. I think when I dance also, as well as when I choreograph, I try to approach the steps and what I'm doing in a way that it can reach the audience, but I'm not really sure if they are understanding or if it's connecting, but my approach is always to let them enter my experience, to share with them what I'm doing on stage.
My name is Amancio. Work on things at the same time as you're repeating it, you know, like trying to, I don't want to say correct things, but to improve them in a way. So yeah, that was fun. Interesting to have to think about, again, those paths that you should be going. Yeah, that was really challenging. Yeah.
I ask also the choreographers to do the same movement with different dynamics or with different speed. And then we capture those things and then we can see side by side what is the difference between the speed that they create. So it's not just art, but it's for us also a little bit of science, seeing like how a movement in choreography, the way it's done, can affect the final image.
My name is Istvan Shimon. It is a very interesting artistic concept to bring together the choreography and the photography. As one of them, the choreography exists only in the present and the photography will remain. So to capture movement that takes place in the present, the long exposure is a great tool. Naturally, it does bring a little bit different approach.
However, I think it's quite remarkable also to capture something that was not meant to be perfectly for this long exposure capture, but in the contrary, it was made to exist in the dialogue of an audience and a performing artist, and to see what can be captured with this technology and with this crossover art form that András created, it is very interesting for me to see.
My name is Yuri Hamano. I'm one of the choreographers for this project. 今回アンドラーシュさんと富士フィルムさんからこんないい機会がいただけて本当に感謝してます。まさかドイツで、しかもゲラという小さい町でこんないい機会というか、こういうクリエイティブな仕事をさせてもらえると思ってなかったので、本当に感激してます。
My name is Lina Hayashi. I feel when I dance on stage, I feel much closer to people, and I feel like I'm communicating with public more than talking by words, because there are so many expressions that I cannot communicate by words. I just learned a lot from this day, and I really want to think about it for the future and continue working on it.